Yo, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to episode 64 of Danganronpa 2, chapter 5. As you can see, our good buddy, our best friend, our secret lover, Nagito Kamada, is clearly dead. Yeah. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
And it's a lot. There's a lot of things that happened.
I was coming up with a stupid theory, and then John suggested Sephiroth, and I said it's a reverse Sephiroth.
Yeah, man, because the spear is going through him, but it's not going through the back; it's going through the front. So he got he just got Sephiroth from the front.
And then I said no, one of the girls killed him.
So it was a reverse Aerith. Is that what we call it?
Yeah, it's just Aerith killing Sephiroth.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. Even when I saw this before me, I wasn't able to comprehend that reality yet.
Huh? Whoa, what? I guess you were saying it too.
Yeah. What's going on here?
Are you serious?
Is he really dead? He's not pretending to be dead, is he? I mean, it's Nagito, you know.
That's right. It's Nagito. He always messed with us. He always tried to confuse us. That's why. I can't believe it.
I can't remember. Shiro Takanai.
Yeah, that thing.
It means it cannot be helped.
Oh, okay, cool. Ooh, you're adding some culture to our Let's Plays. Dude.
That's basically the only phrase I kind of know, and I don't know how to pronounce it properly. Nothing's moving. I'm not saying it's moving so slightly that I didn't realize that it was a balloon.
Yeah, man. Oh, I know, right? I have a helium balloon for my birthday that I got like a month ago, and it's lasted this long, and it's still going.
Yeah, it was moving in the corner of my eye, and I just thought it was like falling forward.
Oh, yeah.
Backward.
Yeah. Deep down, I believed that when the killings finally ended, I'd never see this guy again. I never expected I'd be looking at Nagito's body like this. Nagito probably thought the same thing.
No.
I couldn't help seeing it in his dead, frightened face. But on this island, unbelievably abnormal occurrences happen all the time. Even Nagito couldn't escape that truth. But even something as small as that. Ding dong dong ding.
It's very expected. Everybody was looking to kill him.
I mean, yeah, like, we knew he was gonna die. But either it was gonna be from one of us, or it'd be some shitty, I don't know, thing that he would do.
Yeah.
But it was pretty... the body discovery announcement, then it's for real.
Hey!
Then Nagito is really dead?
Damn it!
It's not like he's dead. It's not just that he's dead. It's that the body discovery announcement was made. Does that mean Nagito was killed?
Killed?
That's right!
Plus, it's one of us. I mean, that's what it means, right?
One of us killed Nagito? One of us killed him so brutally? Then it's going to start again? Huh? The class trial is going to start soon, right?
Yeah.
Then...
Of course!
Yep, we gotta do it! We gotta find out who Nagito's killer is!
Hey!
No matter who you guys sacrifice, you're determined to survive and leave this island, right? Then the time for action is now! So, allow me to give you the familiar Monokuma thought!
I think if this chapter was rewritten,
Okay.
it would be them just like, oh, you might be dead. Let's not go in there. And then Monokuma just kind of forces them to go in there.
I mean, he would do that anyway, probably.
Yeah, that's how I would rewrite it, because they're like, oh, he's probably dead, and them knowing, just assuming, and
Yeah.
like, if we just ignore this for a while, that's how I think it should be rewritten. It'd be a little bit more interesting.
But I feel like it'd be like a side plot that doesn't really do anything, though, because they still
No,
have
it just
to
shows
get there anyway.
their mind. It shows their like thought processes. Like they know how the game's gonna work. If
Yeah.
they go in there, they have to kill somebody who, right? So in order to not kill somebody, they want to not go in there.
I mean, I guess.
It just it would feel for me a little bit more attachment to the characters. Like they're thinking ahead rather than stumbling forward.
But that's what they do. That's what makes this
I
interesting.
just want them
is
to
that
actually
they're
have
all-
a thought process to this, not just like we're gonna do things and go.
Damn it!
And I just want them to have some actual thought in the situations there are.
I don't know, man. At the end of the day, they're high school students still, and I think they don't think that way.
I think people underestimate high school students and their abilities.
I think you watch too much anime.
I also think that they're not good enough to take on responsibility as much as that they do.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that they're not as stupid as you think they are, but they're not as smart as you think they are either.
They're smart at certain things and dumb at more things.
No, they're concurrently smart and stupid at the same time.
Okay, but they're still more stupid than smart.
You just need to. What school should be is bringing all that to a regular amount.
Yeah.
But I don't. Yeah. How much longer are you gonna keep putting them on through this? No more. I won't let you. I'll make sure I'll boomerang your evil intentions.
Hey.
I'm back to grading. Jesus. Say something.
What's this?
Oh, now I remember who you are.
That made me think it was the Street Fighter. Hadouken.
Oh, okay.
Say something.
You're Monami.
You just now noticed?
Anyway, Monami, if you're gonna talk about my intentions, why don't you talk about yours first?
Yeah.
What are your intentions anyway? Why are you keeping everyone cooped up on this island? I'm sure everyone here wants to know too, you know. What? No fair, you're shutting up too!
Please wait.
Enough already. We already have enough to deal with concerning Nagito. Please, do not say anything else that will confuse us.
Hey.
Anyway, let's begin.
You gotta prioritize. Jeez.
Yeah, man.
What's an immediate threat? Being taken to a trial with no information. All right, get information.
Yep. What
are you doing? You're standing there talking.
Oh, God. I mean, in the end, we still have to do it, right? As long as a killing happens, we can't do anything about it, right? We have no choice but to do it, right? Besides, it's our fault that we couldn't prevent it.
Maybe I'm just more prepared at, like, survival instincts thing than other people. That's why I see these things.
You are also twice their age, so you have twice the experience.
I'm saying, this is the type of thought process I've had since I was 14.
Oh, okay.
So this is not...
You might just be unique.
Yeah.
I think your average typical high school student is like, what? Somebody was murdered?
It's because, well, I guess I would say my situation would be like, because I was forced to take care of 3 children younger than me.
Yeah.
For a weekend, after school, and no parents were home, where Child Protective Services should have came.
Yeah.
And whatever, but I knew about them, so I just like try to keep everyone. So I panicked, and this happened like a few times.
Right.
So survival instincts is just easier for me to just think about rather than being panicked and not doing anything and getting us taken away.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what caused some of that, to understand the immediate threats and stuff like that.
Yeah, that might just be something that's like, yeah, probably unique to you and maybe not a lot of other high school students.
Yeah, so that's maybe why I'm thinking about it in that way.
Actually...
Don't worry, the end is near.
Huh? The end?
What's the matter?
Don't make a face like a pig that's about to become bacon. You've already noticed it, right?
And I would like to say I was 12 when that happened. And then the younger one was 10.
Yeah.
8 and 6 years old.
Oh.
So it was like the 4 of us, and I had to keep them in line for a weekend.
Yeah. When that timer reaches 0, 2 days from now.
And it happened multiple times. I just want to clarify all that.
Yeah. What will happen to us?
The killing school trip will be over.
Hey.
If this will finally be over. God damn, I couldn't even read that. Does that mean we can go home? Oh.
What are you gonna do?
Don't count your bears before they've hatched. There's still something you gotta do before that, right? So, once again, alright, the Monokuma file! You guys need to find out who Nagito's killer is and survive the class trial. If this ends here, there won't be an afterward at all.
Do your
Okay, do your best.
Wait!
Oh,
I
won't let you escape this time. Wait. What do you guys think? If the school trip is nearly at an end, it's safe to think that we can go home, right?
But
No, don't think it's
Not
safe.
at all.
It's almost thing.
Kazuichi, I understand how you feel, but we need to focus on Nagito's case right now.
Damn it.
Even if we can go home, it'll be the end of us if we screw it up here.
All right.
Then let's hurry up and solve Nagito's case so we can all go back home.
However,
It is nice to think everyone can go home, but that is impossible, right? I mean, someone in this room killed Nagito. There's a killer among us. The weight of those words began to sink into me.
So, my thought process here is there's two people: the killer and
Yeah.
the traitor.
Oh, okay. But they're not.
They cannot be the same person for chapter 5. They just
Oh,
cannot.
okay. All right.
So the traitor would
Interesting.
be the final one,
Yeah.
and there would be something like that because there wouldn't be a chapter 6.
Well, that is true. I mean, there is a chapter 6, but one chapter at a time, man. No matter how much I tried, I couldn't believe it.
I use all the information I have.
Yeah, because the victim was Nagito,
That's why I don't like spoilers.
because his death was so abnormally cruel. No, it wasn't just that. There was something more to it than the... there we go. That's that burp that I've been waiting to get out for like 10 years. And whatever it was stuck inside me. Okay, then. I guess he has a dildo stuck in him or something. Anyway, first, we need to look at the Monokuma file to see how this guy actually died. Because there is a lot. The victim is Nagito Kamada. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushery factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp.
Why is chest a measurement that's needed? So they can decide how they can fit them in the barrel?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Just in case. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed. Is there something wrong with this Monokuma file? Again? But what's wrong with it?
So would a girl's Monokuma file have like the chest size too?
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything.
It did? Okay.
Everything would have the...
Then why does that matter?
We all get the same thing.
So is it just so they can fit them in a coffin or something?
Maybe? I don't know. I mean, it tells you anyway. Like, if we go here, like, or not map, if we go to report card, it just tells us, like, chest size.
I don't...
Like, it's just part of the measurements that we get.
Like, I can see height being important because you can see, like, where they... Like, the height size of where they're walking in and things to visualize their distance and what they would pay attention to when they're walking into a room. Because a 6'5" guy is going to pay attention to overhangs, but I wouldn't because I'm 5'9".
Yeah.
So why would I care about overhang?
I mean,
Things
there
like
is...
that, right? So what does chest size do?
Okay, it hasn't been relevant in this game, but in a previous game, there have been things in these kinds of, like, background kind of random shit that have been extremely relevant to figuring out who people are.
Oh, okay.
But not in the sense that you have to go out of your way to do it. Usually it's just a coincidence kind of thing. Like, if you just happen to notice, then you can solve something a little bit sooner, being like, this person has the exact same measurements as this other person. That's a little strange.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that's kind of why I don't, like, realistically, there probably is no point to put in chest or blood type or anything like that.
It might be just a Japanese thing.
It could be
because they apparently they do take those measurements in school.
Yeah, so that could honestly it could be just that.
It could be literally just that.
Yeah.
To me, that doesn't make sense. So why does anyone need to know that?
Yeah, I'm just gonna assume it's just a different thing. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand.
Yep.
It's definitely weird. Well, I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what the investigation is for. Thanks, Chiaki. Don't worry, you'll form conclusions on your own. That makes me more worried than I should be. We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate. So we should investigate first.
See?
If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss.
Let's discuss this.
Let's discuss this right now. Yeah.
And not investigate.
Let's talk about the act of investigating, but let's not actually investigate until we have 5 minutes left until the class trial. Then let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. I should start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I can properly investigate Nagito's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. It's getting so hot in here. I probably didn't expect to end up like this either. It's like Hajime was so close to, you know, being with his best friend lover. It just happens to be he's dead. So, he's got a long thing sticking out of him, so it's still useful. Maybe.
So there's blood on the rafters.
You noticed that like right away. Damn, dude. Okay, well, let's get to... we'll get there. We'll get there. Let's look at everything else first. Oh, it's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here...
Just kidding.
Ah, an oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm.
Bring it on.
Is a most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire.
Well?
Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them.
That's why I didn't say. I'm glad I didn't say anything like immediately. Because like this person, Sonya, tends to have this weird tick where she just kind of like pretends and then does something.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, good.
Yeah.
She did what I was thinking she was gonna do.
There you go. Character development, man, or learning the characters. It's good. Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it?
You are right.
The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. They caused a fire to destroy evidence? That's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to their crime scene, but... Oil lighter, we added it to our truth bullets, hell yeah.
So essentially everyone here, one of the people here killed him and set all this stuff up.
Maybe.
So you can just like, that could be a possible way to just kind of, I don't know, depending on how, I don't know. There is a way to do it. I just don't want to like figure it out because it's just a waste of time because that's just a probability.
I mean, that's the thing is like, we can come up with all these different like, you know, theories about it as, but it's going to happen anyway. They're going to tell us.
Yeah.
Those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire, well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. Because it was the sprinklers that killed the fire. We have to execute the sprinklers now. They killed fire.
2 people missing?
Sonya's missing, and Nagito is missing, and Akane is missing. From this scene specifically.
From the scene,
yeah. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. A Monokuma plushie that's been stabbed is kind of weird. Isn't that the one that we got from, oh no, the one that we got in the funhouse we cut in half.
No.
Okay, I thought it was the funhouse one. Also, it looks like he has a bit of a Monokuma poop coming out.
It looks like, Nagito
Yeah.
had that up in front of him.
Oh, okay.
Or it was held, or he had it behind it, I don't know.
Hey!
No response. He's dead, Jim. Just kidding. I'm not dead.
Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at this factory?
Is that a Star Trek reference?
Maybe.
He's dead, Jim.
He's dead, Jim. If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you.
I want to make it clear, I've never watched much of Star Wars or Star Trek.
Yeah.
I didn't say Star Trek, by the way.
I haven't watched a lot of Star Trek. I've seen all the Star Wars, but not.
I've seen them once, and then I've never actually looked into any of them, just the mainline ones.
Yeah, fair enough.
Don't put oversized garbage in there. It's so misleading.
What the heck?
What are you calling oversized garbage?
Could this be...
You!
Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? I don't know, probably. Then why'd he do it? Making a hole like it got stabbed, and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
What are you
I
saying?
had nothing to do with that.
Huh?
You're so evil.
Oh, he's probably lying. No, seriously, he's always lying. You should just die like that pussy over there.
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monami, but you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know.
Sure. I won't give up on his threats. I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you to the end.
I can't.
Very end. I will definitely take back the seat of the world of supremacy from Monokuma.
Looks like these annoyances are gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. I don't either, actually. It's kind of random.
It looks like it would have been like in between him and the spear.
Oh, like he would have been holding it and then it like went through, but then he'd have to like take the spear out and then someone would have to put it there for some reason.
Or maybe they just pulled the Monokuma through the thing.
That could be it too, yeah.
But I don't know.
I never expected Nagito to die like this. He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone.
He held back on everything. He knew about the truth every single time, and he's the one who made you to figure it out. No, he was not helpful. Stop it.
We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No, now isn't the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now.
He never helped. You never helped.
No, man, he helped so much. He helped drive the plot.
The only thing he did was drive the plot to make it more convoluted than it needed to be.
Yep. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye.
Now it's gonna be Hajime's job to do that.
Yeah, pretty much. He was just testing us for 4 chapters, and now we get to be
teaching Hajime to be
him.
Useless.
Yeah, man.
In driving the plot forward.
Yeah, it's great. The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel? I like to imagine, like, Hajime's not even looking at the rest of the body. He's just looking at someone with their hand stabbed with a knife, and he's like, how could somebody do this so cruel? It's so sad. Wait until he finds
out the other 30 stabs in his arms and legs.
Right. Oh my god, that's so funny. This knife, it must be from the military base. Military base? Oh, now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife.
You don't know that. That could have been from the convenience store.
Everything is at the convenience store. They could fit the entire military base in that convenience store. By the way, it seems the wounds on his legs and left arm were caused by that same knife. Which means, after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand?
What if, like, all of them had a knife? And they all stabbed Nagito. Who would be the killer? Then they would all get away with it. Then they have to leave the island. Because there wasn't one person.
Sure. Let's say if they all kill one person, they all survive. and then
I guess the one who they would have to say was the killer would die, and then all the other killers would get away.
Yeah, pretty much. So
then there would just be like, all right, it's now freaking Ace Attorney and trying to convince everyone else to vote for the same person.
Yeah.
Wish they should have left Hajime or Nagito to live and then killed Nekomaru. And all of them killed Nekomaru, and then just blame it on Nagito.
Yeah,
and then he dies, and then win-win.
There you go, perfect.
Except for Nekomaru.
Yeah,
he was a robot. It's fine.
Oh, and they rebuilt him into a little vibrator anyway, so he worked. It worked out for him. Then, does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using 2 weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with the knife. Why do they need to use a spear as well?
You are right.
That is definitely strange.
No one's gonna mention the freaking rope.
No, we're not there yet. We're getting there. It will be mentioned. Was there a reason they had to use it? A reason they had to use the spear, huh?
I'm waiting to find out what the rope's tied to.
Well, just for that, I'm gonna leave the rope to last. Just for you. He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape.
Looks like he was suffocated before he died.
Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is bad.
Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over. It doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth was covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him. And his nose.
Oh, got a minute? Sorry, excuse me. Chiaki moved past Kazuichi and me and squatted down next to Nagito's face. Oh, there we go. and in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off of his mouth. Hey, what are you doing?
He can't breathe.
Yeah, he can't breathe. He just like gets up. He's like, oh, hey guys, I'm fine. It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating and making out with him. I mean,
Putting the tape back isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed for touching a body that needs to be done in an investigation.
Yeah, you're gonna get cursed, man, for some reason.
What a waste of a line.
Yeah. The blood on Nagito's face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case.
It's no use. She's not listening.
Hey, about the blood splattered on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape.
So, what's wrong with that?
Well,
This duct tape has crinkles, like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape.
So, seriously, what's wrong with that?
She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body.
Yes.
So he tried
Oh wait, they're starting from there?
Yeah, just it's okay, it's okay. Brent, I know this is traumatic, but it's fine. They will reach a conclusion at some point, probably 50 years from now, but it's... Anyway, so he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a little bit. But what's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about?
I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
yep.
Yeah, you're right. There you go. I love how it's still like it's like she put it back over and then purposely poked the mouth in so that it would still look the same. Anyway,
It looks like to me that it's covering the nose, but it might be just his mouth being open.
I
don't know.
I don't know actually either.
That's why I thought like, oh, he's covering his nose as well. He suffocated before he even.
Yeah, I think it.
Got stabbed.
I think it is covering his nose. No, just from like the way it. I don't know. There's
It's hard to tell.
the strand of hair that's going over his like left eye is like covering. It's weird because you can't see like the bridge of his nose or anything
it'd be
because of
covering
it.
His nose might be just out and the hair's covering.
Oh wait, there we
it
go.
is.
Oh wait, no, that's with it off though. But his nose is kind of higher up, so maybe.
So maybe he was just. Okay.
It's possible he could breathe through his nose.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say. Yeah, because it seems lower than like where his nose would be. I think he. Yeah.
Enhance.
Enhance! We must enhance the face! Except I don't think I can go anywhere
No.
further on the face. Okay, we'll do the spear next because we're not touching that rope yet. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach. There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh my, what's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it. I see. You use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear.
Is this your first time looking at this too?
Of course not. This is the spear of Gunjinir, you know?
You definitely just came up with that now.
By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from?
I feel like I saw it at Nazumi Castle.
What? Nezumi Castle? I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you mice! Damn you all to hell!
I see. Even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle. Look, it looks like that part has blood on it too. But for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nezumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm that later. Cool.
So who was on that island?
I don't know. There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and...
That was you. I
mean, it was, but no, man, no. We're not the killer. It's fine. They're not going to plot twist us like that. Why would they ever do that? His legs and right hand have stab wounds, but this wound looks like a slice.
We went to it and we're like, oh, we shouldn't go in there.
Yeah, man, I know. It's, you know, we looked around, we totally didn't grab this thing, and we totally didn't, you know, plan this whole thing. That's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere. There's something strange. Strange? What?
See?
Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood is from when his left arm was sliced, but doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm. Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it splattered.
Around the hand,
yeah.
Not the palm.
Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but there's something else that's strange. When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand.
Well?
Oh, here there's also blood, but only above the middle joint of each finger. You're right. Why is it only on this part?
So he was gripping something.
See? It's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? I win. Yeah, sure, you win. About something stupid. But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this? Blood on the left hand, okay. Alrighty.
That means he was holding something. He was holding himself up.
Oh. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up.
Right.
Each rope is tied to the pillar nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds.
It looks like he was grabbing a ledge, and it went on his knuckles and it went to the back of his hand down.
Oh, maybe.
But that kind of weird. It's kind of weird because it looks like it's going the other way.
It does, yeah.
From his shoulder to his hand.
It's a conundrum. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito? They also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it.
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge toward him. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture?
Huh?
I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor? Did the traitor do it? Oh my gosh. Well, even if this was torture, there's no doubt the killer must have held a deep grudge toward Nagito.
Damn it.
Refusing to let him die easily, I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? I like how Hajime is always asking himself, like, would the killer really do this when the evidence is like right in front of him? Like, yes,
they did.
They did do it. Yes, 100%. There's more. Well, I thought I. Oh wait, did I? Oh, burnt rope. There we go. Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope, but it looks like the tip of that rope is burnt off. Could this be a result of the fire? But that's weird. If the rope is burned off like this, why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze?
Because you can see that it stopped a foot away. What?
I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. Jeez, I can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible, and I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that?
You wouldn't be standing around doing nothing if you were that used to it.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, that just might be Hajime and everyone in general. Anyway, we'll find out more about what happens, or what happened to Nagito on the next episode. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this episode, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, do the things you do for everyone else, but do it for us. And, Brent, any new thoughts, any new theories?
I don't think Akane would do it because she'd like to fight.
Yeah, she wouldn't go to this length to, she would just beat him up.
Sonya might be able to do it just because has weird customs. Possibly.
This is how we kill people in my country.
You know, maybe she's like, oh, I'm so bored of being an elite that I kill people for fun.
Oh, it's possible. She was also spending a lot of time on the 5th island. Even when we were doing the free time, she was always on the 5th island. and it was, it was like only her and Nagito on the 5th island. Yeah, so maybe.